Hello everybody, my name is Anthony Barker and this is my first video. I would like to talk to you about some crazy things that happened to me in my life. And one of the crazy things I like to talk to you about is the time when someone saw my aura. Mess me up. Now, I'm at a local rapper's house, right? And there's a hot artist, right? His name Platinum Pride, right? He a friend of mine, right? So we listen to the music and everything, and it's everything Pete make is fire. I can't even lie to you. You know, this brother is hot. So we listen to the music and everything, bouncing our heads, listening, and then another guy I hear in the background. Mind you, it's like 9 or 10 people in the room, and I only know like 2 or 3. But we listen to the music and everything. I hear in the background, "Hey yo, why you looking at him like that?" I know I ain't standing nobody, so I look to my right. When I look to my right, I seen the brother Nico. I didn't know his name at the time, but I seen the brother staring at me like this. I said, "Oh," in my head, I'm like, "Oh, like that's crazy." I didn't say anything because it wasn't threatening. It was more like I was. It was more like he couldn't believe I was in his presence. That's what type of look it was like. Like he just seen like I felt like I was Eddie Murphy and Coming to America. Right? That's how I felt right then and there, right? But I didn't want to blow a spot and ask him why was he staring at me in front of all them guys, because there's a good chance I wouldn't have got the answer that I wanted, you know, because you don't know how people act in groups, because people are different when you got them by themselves or when you're in a group. People change depending upon circumstances, and I don't feel comfortable asking that brother that question at that point in time. So I just let it be. You know, I'm like, that's crazy, right? So a couple days pass. Now I see the brother again. Now, mind you, this is the second time I'm seeing his brother, and I'm glad that I seen him because I haven't seen him since. So that's how I know it was meant for me to run into this guy. Now, this time it's me, Deuce, and Nico. We sitting in Nico house. I mean, we sitting in Deuce's house. And we talking, right? So I asked him, I'm like, "Yo, hey, bro, why was you staring at me that way? It really bugged me out. Ain't nobody ever stare at me like that, yo." And he told me that he was born with the ability to see auras, right? So I said, "Yo, you saw my aura? Okay." So, I got home and everything, and I started doing research, auras, and then energy comes up, and then I start doing some research, and then I find out that the planets, uh, you receive energy from the planets, and then it comes out through your extremities, right? So, with that being said, I looked on my hand and on my hand, right? Because you just look at your hand and they're your hands, ain't nothing special about my hands or nothing like that. So I had these things forever. But when I started doing the research, looking on my hands, I found out that, and there's a shout out to the brother Mike Nitty, because I love it when he say he got the cheat code, right? 'Cause that's the name of his album. He's another hot artist from around the way. You got to check him out. Check out him and his camp. They fire too, But when I feel like I got the cheat code in my hands because I have rare signs on my hands, rare symbols, and they're all over the place. I got that. I got on this one, I got a sun line that breaks into a trident. Now, just to have a sun line is for fame, right? But when you get just one sun line, right? But I got my sun line broken up into a trident. And that's powerful, right? Now, on top of that, on top of the trident is the amount of mercury, right? Now, remember, I just said that my sun line broke into a powerful trident. And over top of that is a little trident on the Mount of Mercury with two sister lines on it, right? Now, this is the thing about the Mount of Mercury. One of its properties is that it is a mount of brilliance. If you know me, you know I'm super smart and super creative. Like everybody from the hood, they can't take that from me. They won't support me, but they can't take that from me. Then I'm brilliant. And my hand reflects that, right? And on this side of my palm, right, it said that I was born with a guardian angel, which explains a lot. I'll tell you about that because let me tell you, my guardian angel is so strong and powerful. He even put my whole family with my stepdad, who was an awesome man. I had a great childhood. My guardian angel was working. But on this side, right, I got these marks. They're called astral projection lines, right? Now, astral projection lines, they are very powerful lines, and it is accompanied by two sister lines also, which bring strength for my ability for astral projection, right? Because, like I said, I have these dreams and everything, and they're really crazy. Not crazy, but if you're dreaming about something years ahead and you can't see how you're going to end there, it's sort of crazy at the time, right? But I'll get back to that. But let me finish talking to you about these sounds of my hand. When I have the astral projection marks on both sides of my palm, right? Now, going to this hand, my prominent hand, right? Now you see the trident again. I have another trident, and on my sun line, right, which is on the other Mount of Mercury, it has a one big trident, right, and next to it has the mark of a healer. The healer's mark. You got like 5 or 6 lines, noticeable lines, but then I have little ones going all the way around. Now to say that if you have 4 or 5, you're good. You're a strong healer, right? Now, I also have this symbol on my hand that is very, very powerful, right? It is so powerful, it scares me. It really does, because I believe this, because you don't understand what I've been through. But I have this sign called the Mystic X, right? Now, only 3% of the population have the Mystic X, and it's so powerful that researchers at a university in Russia called STI University done studies on these people. Now, mind you, the Mystic X is associated with powerful people like Alexander the Great, Vladimir Putin, and Abraham Lincoln. All right, now this is bugging me out. This is crazy. Right now, this is that Mystic X that's right in the middle. That's not touching. It's in the middle of the heart line. Heart line and headline, right? Mine is like right here. You can barely see it. You need like a magnifying glass, right? And that symbol, I don't know, gives me these abilities, man. Could it be my blood? Because my blood, oh, that's a whole nother discussion. I'm not even going to touch that one. Not yet. I'll leave that for another video. But my blood is powerful. My blood is rare. But we'll talk about that in another video. But, okay. What else we going to talk about? Okay. Oh, the birth chart. All right. Now let me talk to you about my birth chart, right? Now, looking up all this stuff in my hands and stuff, looking at all these powerful symbols and everything, I look at my birth chart and it says that my soul urge number is a 3. Now, 3 is a powerful number for the soul urge number because it is a combination of 1 and 2, which is soul urge number 1 is masculine, soul urge number 2 is feminine, and put them together, you get soul urge number 3, which produces the energy of a child, right? A childlike energy, right? Now, that blew my mind because I started thinking, right? It says in the Bible, a child will lead them. Isaiah chapter 11, verse 6. Hold up, because I'm going to read it to you word for word. All right. It says that the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb. The leopard shall lie down with the young goat. The calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. Well, ain't no child going to lead anything, right? Because, first of all, pride, a man's pride and ego will never let that happen. Especially when you got adults and everything, they ain't gonna let no kid, whatever. But what does make sense to me is an adult who possesses childlike energy, right? That makes sense to me. And I'm gonna just leave that right there. I'm gonna leave that right there. I want you to think about that. Now, also, I want to talk about, wait a minute, there's something else. Oh, yeah, about the soul urge number 3. They say the soul urge number 3 is the bearer has legendary creativity. And believe me, if you know me and you're a close person to me, you know that is so true. Once I'm in a position to generate enough money, you shall see. Because I was looking for investors and everything, but I ain't looking for no investors. Because I don't need investors. Because once I start, get my foot on the right pedal and everything, I'm gone. So I no longer desire to have investors because I'm too powerful. I need a lot of money to help people. So I can't give it to investors because I need to help people. And I'm not sure if investors will help people. All right. Now I'm going to tell you about the life path number 7. Now this is another powerful number in the birth chart. Now the life path number is the seeker, the thinker, and the mystic. Now the special thing about the 7 is that it's a divine number, right? God rested on the 7th day. Also, it's a lot of things that correspond with 7, but I'm not going to go into that list. But what I am going to tell you about the life path number 7 is that centuries and centuries ago, when someone was born under that life path number, they removed them from society, educated them to lead, right? So, is that why I feel the way that I feel? I feel like I'm leading people, but I have no one to lead. But I still got that in my head. Just keep on, keep on, keep on, keep on. So what else they say about intuition. This is a shout out to my distant cousin Polo Nelson, right? I had seen him at the gas station, right? But prior to me seeing him at the gas station, I haven't seen him for quite a bit, right? But 3 minutes before I got there, right, I thought of him, right? So why the hell I'm thinking about Cuz, right? So I pull up, there he was at the gas station. I'm like, wow. I'm like, my intuition is powerful. And I gotta tell you, oh yeah, by the way, I told him that too. I said, cuz, I just thought about you, and it brought tears to my eyes because it just confirms my abilities, right? Because I'm always thinking about my abilities because I'm always thinking. I'm a thinker. I can't help it. But anyway, right? What else about life path? Number 7. Oh, intuition. Very intuitive, right? I'm going to tell you about another time where I used my intuition, right? I'm driving, right? It's a guy, his name is Ron, right? And he's always walking around my house, right? He's walking because he lives in my neighborhood, right? But he walks from his house down to a church, right? So one day, but I didn't notice at first, but I just always seen him walking. But some just said, give him a ride, give him a ride, give him a ride. So one day I gave him a ride, right? So, we talking and everything, and he tells me, he started telling me about himself, but he started telling me, yeah, he has a business that he's starting up, and he create some type of material for NASA spaceships. I said, what? Yo, blew my mind. And then he proceeded to tell me that the church that he goes to is nothing but business owners, right? So mind you, years ago I created this thing called the business co-op where I get a whole lot of businessmen together and we all come together and we would think about plans to help build each other and also put money together to invest in a bigger entity, right? But it didn't come to pass, and because my mind is always thinking, I'm always creating, I can't help it. I gotta come back to that, but me creating and me needing things right now, right? My wife ain't trying to hear that. She said, we gotta get out there. You gotta make money right now. She ain't trying to think about that future money. She need that right now money, right? I ain't mad at her, but I say, babe, you gonna be rich in a minute. But it's all good. I thank God for it because she held me down. Now I want to talk to you about my feeling of purpose, right? Now, first and foremost, right, I want to talk to you, go back to astral projection. And this is for the people I grew up with, right? Now, for the people I grew up with from elementary school, y'all know I was smart. Everybody knew I was smart, right? And when I got older, I thought they would still have the same respect for my intellect, but I don't think. I think people rather say that I'm crazy than accept the fact that my intelligence has reached a peak that a lot of people can't understand. And that's okay because I study everything. And one thing that I know about people that their perception is warped. You can't tell me that your perception ain't warped because especially if you believe that people are evolving where we're devolving, where I was doing reading and our third eye was the same size as these two eyes, right? So mind you, this is a very powerful muscle, right? It's a very powerful muscle. So if that muscle is so damaged and it affects your experiences on this earth, right? How can you perceive things the same way that our elders did if our third eye is damaged? So with the third eye being damaged, I don't even trust what anyone says. I can't. Because they don't even do enough knowledge and research themselves. Everybody take everything for face value. I don't believe anything. Shoot, man. But my purpose, I was trying to be the best businessman in the world because I can do it. I learned about to start making amazing predictions. I had to study, get down and dirty, right? I also created a nonprofit, developed a nonprofit model to help a lot of people, right? But I just never could get anyone to stand with me. You know how depressing that is? To have nobody for years, and even though I don't want to tell everybody that I can see my own future, right? Because then they think that I'm crazy. But there's more than enough evidence out here to prove what I'm saying is true about me and my abilities, because I've been looking it up and it says that I'm a psychic all through these papers. My blood, my blood is the B negative, and it's a very rare blood type. It says that people with Rh negative blood are have psychic abilities. Life path number 7 is a psychic. You know, shoot, man. Listen, I know one thing that y'all better. If you grew up with me, I tell you, I forgive everybody. I really do, because forgiveness is in my heart. But I feel as though that everybody should get with me, man. It's very important that we all get together and work together and eat, you know? And I'm sorry to tell y'all about my ability long ago, but like I said, I don't want you to think that I was crazy. And one thing that I know about men, right? Men have ego problems and they can't help it. Men don't want to see other men eat. Men want to lead other men. I ain't with that. Nah, that kick rocks. I'll walk with you, but I ain't walking behind you. No, I walk with you. Cause that's where people get it messed up. Everybody want to lead, but ain't fit to lead. How can you lead a man that can see his own future that'll never happen? Why you think that sevens are loners? Because we have an ability to see things that people can't see, and you can look that up. Shoot, man, that's why I'm the way that I am. Shoot. Now, last thing I want to talk about is my calling. Like I said, I developed those businesses, and I developed many businesses. I've been developing business models for over 15 years, right? And with that being said, I'm not doing any of it for the simple, well, I may do it, I may not. But the one thing that I'm going to do, that I want to do, that I need to do, now I can help mankind, is I can tell them how to become lucky. Because I am super lucky. And there's a couple things that people need to know in order to become lucky, or to make miracles happen for yourself. Because even through my worst, I was still able to find a blessing somewhere. You know? But let me see. I wrote some notes down. Okay. Now the first thing you need to know is about optimism. You cannot have doubt in your mind that you are going to fail, because if you have doubt, you're done. You already let the devil win. Shoot, man. People been telling me that I ain't doing nothing for years. People laugh at me. People I grew up clowning me. You think I care about anybody's opinion when I can see my future? I don't care how long it takes. I seen it. Laugh about that. Shoot, man. It's hard. You know, like, especially when I know something's going to happen for me, and all I want to do is bless everybody that bless me. But then, like, I don't understand. I really don't understand people, because I generally thought that if I came out and I said I want to help everybody, people join together and help, and want to help me help people, right? That's my train of thought. I was wrong. That was the furthest from the truth. People want to help themselves. I couldn't even get people who are out there helping people to join me to help people. What? Nah, man. I don't want nothing to do with it. Because you can't win for losing. If you trying to help people, does it matter who helps them? Nah, as long as they can help. But people want that fame. I don't care, because what I learned about fame, and it is scary. And every time someone don't like you, they see your face, they're always plotting against you. No, that's bad. I don't want to help nobody like that. I just want to tell them how to be lucky Oh, yeah, bad fact. Let me get back, because I go off a tangent. That's why I be reading these notes, man. Too many things in my head. I pack my head with so much knowledge and everything, man. I get ahead of myself, but... All right. Now, I already told you about optimism. You can't let nobody put doubt in your brain, right? And, okay, vibrations, right? You always have to vibrate at a high level, right? Because when you vibrate at a high level, blessings come to you, like you can grab them. But when you vibrate at a low level, those blessings are flying right by you. You can't get them blessings because you vibrating low. So now you gotta be a nasty, evil person, and your vibration is gonna be even lower, right? No, you gotta do everything to bring your vibration up. And you know what's the biggest vibration killer? Something we all do. Sin. Because when you sin, you have to think about the repercussions, and that can't make you feel good. You must be a crummy person if you go and sin and still feel good about yourself. I don't know how you can sleep at night if you could do that, but sin will definitely knock down your vibration, though. So if you could go in the world and just be a happy person and just do happy things, keep your vibration high. Let me tell you, two times, my last two times when I encountered a police officer, right? Now, I told you I always vibrate at a high level, no matter what the circumstances is, unless it really calls for me to grow my tail. And when I say grow a tail, that's opposite of your spinal cord. All my Dragon Ball Z fans grow the tail like the Great Ape. You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't grow that tail, because that's the opposite spectrum of your chakras. Yeah, unlock your chakras, man, to make your wish come true. Those are the Dragon Balls. Unlock them. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Now, in order to make your dreams come true, well, now we'll come up to that. I'm going to talk about vibrations, right? Do everything when you vibrate at a high level, you'll feel better about yourself. You'll be healthy because everything is running properly, right? So I'm gonna leave vibrations alone for a moment. Playing the odds now. Now that you're optimistic, right, and your vibrations is high, now you go out in the world and everything, and you play the odds, but you have to be around the right people. You see, I was never around the right people to help me with what I was trying to do. So that may have worked in my favor, because it wasn't really meant for me to do any of those things at this time, because I still had to learn and learn and learn and research and find myself. And when I found myself, I loved myself. And since I love myself, I want you to love yourself. Because if you love yourself and you have a understanding and knowledge of love and loving the right things instead of the wrong things, you'll have a better life. Like, you can't be too in love with materialistic things, because that right there is a losing battle. Loving a material thing, how can you love something material when it can't love you back? That's what people get wrong. They love things that won't love them back. And that's that right there. I'm going to do a video on love and materialistic things down the line, but right now, let me finish this up. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is value your mistakes. I made so many mistakes. I've been dishonorable. And me being dishonorable at times had brought down my vibration. So what I've learned is not to be dishonorable, always be honorable. Because if you be honorable, blessings will come your way. Straight up. And that's all I want to talk about at this time. And I do thank you all for listening to me. So y'all have a blessed day. Peace.